Hi friends, welcome to Aisha's DIY. In this video, we will learn how to make this pretty cute earrings with bugle beads and seed beads and some drop beads. These are the earrings that I made recently. It's beaded fringe earrings or tassel earrings, whatever you want to call. This I did with a smaller bugle, that means a thinner bugle. As you can see, there is a lot of difference between these two bugles, right? So I don't know where to buy this or how I mean uh, like how to look for this, but these were very cute. The only problem is it was very small. It has very small holes per se. These are the ones, you can see the difference, right? You can see such a big difference between these two bugle. If somebody knows anything about this, please do let me know in the comments below. I really appreciate it. And these are regular bugles that I have in my stash, and I'm going to make this earring with this regular bugle, not with a thin one. But these turned out to be very pretty, my favorite. My entire family loves it, and I really like the way it turned out to be. And watch for the video for this earrings. I think by this time it should be up. Okay. Yes, let's get into this. For this earring, what we need is ear wire, of course. Okay. And some bugle beads. These are some 5 millimeter or 7 millimeter bugle beads. I think these are 7 millimeter bugle beads. And this is transparent 11 seed beads, and these are drop beads. These are opaque rainbow white Miyuki 10-gram size, and there's no size in this, so this is the box. These are small teeny tiny teardrops, as you guys can see. So I'm going to use that, some lemon seed beads and some bugle beads. It doesn't require a lot of beads per se, but it turns out to be very pretty. I really love the way it turned out to be, and I'll show you guys what else you need. You need a size 10 or 12 beading needle and some wildfire or fireline, whichever you have available. So I'm going to take this beading mat is about 30 centimeters. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to measure 90 centimeter, 3 lengths of this beading mat. That's how I am calculating nowadays. So 3 foot, you can say. 3 foot of cord will make you one earring, not a pair, but one earring. Okay, that's good. Just going to pop that back. Okay, pop that back in there. And then I found out a trick to cut it. Even my very nice scissors doesn't cut the wildfire properly. So what I do is I just stretch it and hold it tight and then cut it. Still, can you see the little bit that's frayed here, right? So you need to pull it like really strong and then cut it. So this side is pretty good for me. So I'm going to use my tweezer nose pliers to flatten that edge. I really like it's easy to actually thread fireline than the Nymo. So take your needle and push your needle on top. This might be contradictory from the sewing that you have learned. I mean, I have always learned push the thread through the needle, but this is different, but this works perfectly fine. Okay, just a little bit in and it will not come off, don't worry about it. So now what you do is pick up, so I will just dump in some more seed beads, bugle beads for myself. Pick up the ones which doesn't have crooked or something like that. So pick up the ones which is good. So pick up one bugle, one lemon seed bead. You can use any color you want. I'm using transparent. because my teardrops are white. I want more attention to my teardrops than to my seed beads. So one bugle, one seed bead, one bugle. Excuse my fingers, guys. So, and then 14 of the 11 of seed beads. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So count it one more time. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, 14 seed beads after the bugle bead, and drop everything down here. Leave a short tail. Maybe you can weave in the thing. And then go back through all of the beads that you added from the start so that it makes a loop. The bugle, the seed bead, and then the bugle and the 14 seed beads. So go through all of them and come back. So you have a short tail just like so. If you want, you can tie the thread like this and cut it off, but I like to leave it. Now what I would do is I would just go ahead and go through the bugle, the seed bead, and then the bugle, and then 2 seed beads in the start, just like so. So I pass through everything. Now I have this. Okay, my thread is exiting out of the second seed bead after the bugle bead. I will try to zoom in a bit more. So that you can see better. So my thread is exiting out of the second seed bead, right? So I pick up a bugle, a teardrop, okay, and a bugle in my needle. This is what I have. I come here and go through the first. So I make a circle, okay, go through the first seed bead, and then come back in the middle, just the first seed bead, not the 2 seed beads. So now when you pull this, all this is what you will have. Okay, now go through the last bugle that you added here. My thread is exiting out of the 11 seed bead, and I'm going back through the bugle that I added. This will keep that in place. See the thread coming out of the seed bead? That's the way that we are going to go through this. So now you go through this teardrop, pull it, and then up through the bugle, pull. Now go through the teardrop that's right in front of that. Go to the seed bead right in front of the bugle bead from the right to the left, and then go through one more seed bead. You will get it more clearly as we go now, but just trust me on this. Pull it tight. Now you have this. Now you pick up a bugle, right, a teardrop, and then go through that bugle which you just came out from, like the last one that you added. Okay, so now this is what you have. Go through the next seed bead, right? You have. Okay, go back through the bugle again. Okay, now come back through this teardrop, go up, I want to get into position to add all the beads properly. It will be a repetitive pattern, trust me. So here I am. Okay, I'm going to go not through the seed bead, through the bugle down. So we want to create a pattern. Let me tell you guys. So the seed bead is right here and it has the opening over in the side. I want the thread path to come through the bugle just like this. Okay, this is what we are doing it. So the teardrop is right here and the second bugle is going to be right here. The thread will go here. So and then the thread will come up, go through the seed bead, 11 seed bead, and come back through that. This is the pattern that we are looking forward for. Doesn't matter how you achieve that, that's what I need. So now what you do is you pick up a teardrop, a bugle. This is going to be repetitive after this, and then go through the seed bead, which is right next to the one that we worked already. See, there is 3 bugles and 3 seed beads on the top. Go through the 4th one from maybe right to left, just like so. Okay, so you create like a circle right here. Can you see that? Now you come back through the same bugle that you just added to your work, just like so. When you pull everything, this is what you will have. Can you see the thread path going in a bead format? That's what we want. Now pick up a bugle, so it's going to be a repetitive one. Pick up a teardrop, a bugle, and go through the 5th seed bead right here from right to left. Come down. Now you have created that circle. So just pull it and then go through the same bugle that you just added. Right? And now you're ready to pick up the next one. Just make sure your tension is a little bit tight. A teardrop, a bugle, and go through the next seed bead in the line. Come back. You will have formed a circle. Then come back through that bugle. Right? Then pick up a teardrop, a bugle, then go through the next seed bead in the line. Pull that down and come back through that bugle that we just added. Pick up a teardrop, a bugle, and go through the next seed bead in the row. Come back through the bugle. Teardrop, bugle. It's so simple and straightforward once you do the first initial steps. It's really easy. And go through that bugle that you just added. There we go. You can see how it's forming the pretty shape. Teardrop, a bugle. So I'm using 14 bugles and 13 teardrops for the wing part and the top two. So totally 16 bugles per ear. That's all I'm doing. I'm repetitively doing the same step. Right? Go through that and come back. So pick up teardrop, a bugle, we have two more to add. The last one. Come back through the teardrop. Making sure that you don't tie in the tail thread. Push everything up tight. Go through that teardrop right here. Right? Come back through that and go up through that last seed bead in the row. If you want, you can tighten these up and tie here. I will not tie here right now, but I'll go up through this top part, through the bugle and through the seed bead, and pull my thread off. So we pretty much done the earring, but we need to reinforce it and make the top part. So the top part, you can either do 5, like 4 seed beads, or 5 seed beads. So I'm gonna do 5 because I did the 5 there. So pick up 5 seed beads. My thread is exiting out of the left side of this seed bead. I'm going through the right to make a circle, just like so, and pull that. So, and then what I do is I just turn it around and then go back through all of these beads to reinforce these. So I'll go through twice again. I already did once, now the second time, and I will do third time as well. And then I will be satisfied that it is nice and secure. See how it comes off. Tighten that up and go through that seed bead and go up. You don't have to go through all the beads at a time, and after coming down, go through this other bugle on the other side. Right here. Okay, this is the one that we came out, so we will go through this one right here. If it is difficult to pass through, just pass through the seed bead first and try to pull it through, and then go through the bugle down, just like so. And now it's reinforcement. Okay, so go through that seed bead down through the bugle, go through the teardrop and up through the bugle. I still want to reinforce the V part of the thread, so what I do is I'm coming up this second bugle, the second seed bead. I go from the right to the left, and also one more seed bead. It's just reinforcement. You can do it either way, but I really want to keep that Y part of the thread, so that's why I'm making sure I go up and down but in the same thread path. Tighten that up, go up now, I go through this seed bead and the next one, just like so. And then go down this bugle, then the teardrop like this. I will reinforce the entire thing. When I come up to this end, I will tie off with this tail thread, and then weave in the tail thread as well and snip off everything. Then all you need to add is the ear wire. Go up, go through 2 seed beads, I'll reinforce and come back. So I finished tying these into some half-inch knots. Half-inch knots is pretty easy. All you do is put your needle underneath, make a loop kind of, right? So make a loop like this and take your needle and put it through that loop. Okay, and then tie a knot. That's about it. So that's how I tied some knots and went through a couple of times here and there. I have something to tell you guys. So these teardrops, even though they are Mayuki and they are branded, and I wasn't expecting it, I used a thread zapper to cut the thread off. You can use a scissors as well, but the thread zapper works really nicely. The thing is, the drops, as you can see, the width on the top where it differs. Can you see the difference? Some are wide, some are narrow. I didn't notice at that point of time because the one that I did over here, it's pretty much the same. I don't know why. I just dumped some and started working. It was fine. But in this, I see a lot of discrepancies. So even though it's branded one, there is that difference. But it is very pretty nevertheless. That's why some areas are wider than narrow. If you take into account that and separate the beads accordingly, let me show if I can show you guys the difference. Yes, this one right here, right? See the top part, it's very narrow, but this one right here, can you see the top part? It's a little bit bigger than these. Not much, but big, right? I hope you guys can see the difference. So just make sure that you pick up the same ones to get an uniform size. Now open up your ear wire and then just add these seed bead, circle into the ear wire, and close your ear wire. That's it, and your earrings is done. As cute, very pretty to wear. You can wear it for an evening or regular wear for office, so anything like that. And you can make multicolor, different colors. Like you can go with the not a transparent seed bead, you can go with a different color seed bead, you can go with the different color drops, you can even do a rainbow um, bugle beads, like different color bugle beads all over. That also you can do. So there's a lot of varieties that you can do. Instead of using this 7 millimeter bugle beads, you can also use 5 millimeter bugle beads. That will make this fan shape a little bit shorter, so that can also be done. There's a lot of varieties that you can do with this. Instead of this drop, you can add a top drilled bicone maybe. So there's a lot of varieties that you can do with it. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos a couple of times a week. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.